Hey guys, it's the Nightly Toker, and today I'm going to do a quick review of my Yocan Evolve Plus portable wax vaporizer pen. I'm thoroughly surprised at how good this thing rips. You just want to, it's got the dual coil, the QDC technologies, which means the moment you push down on that button, it starts instantly heating up, which is pretty awesome. You don't have to have that dwell time where you're holding it, waiting for that the ceramic coils to finally get up to temperature. I don't know exactly how hot this thing gets, but you know what? It does the job. It really does. I don't have a whole lot of experience with portable wax pens or just items in general for shatter. I'm relatively new to it, but you know what? I came across this guy, did some research online. I figured, okay, you know what? It's going to be way more expensive at a local head shop, but you know what? It wasn't. I found a website online where I was looking, and they had them for $75. I found it for $68.99. At a local head shop here in my city, which was super awesome because I didn't have to wait for shipping. But yeah, so let's get into this. Let's take a rip real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 button pushes, turns you on, just like most other pens. So low and slow. Super fat, super delicious. The flavor on this thing is awesome. I'm thoroughly impressed. When you unscrew the top, your mouthpiece, excuse me, you've got your splash guard cap that you can take off. On the inside, you've got your chamber. Now, it can get pretty dirty. Now, of course, I use mine all weekend. I've only had it since last Thursday. Today's Monday. I burned through a gram on this thing all weekend. And it just got so dirty. So I didn't know how to clean it. Excuse me. I got my rookie coughs going on. But it was fairly easy to clean. Take off the coil. Give it a good soak. I only had 70% isopropyl alcohol. But about 15 minutes, just quick light agitation, and then a nice white or light dab out with a Q-tip, or something very soft, because you don't want to damage those coils, but very easy to clean. I was a little skeptical. Goes back together flawlessly. The battery on this thing, oh my god, it lasts. It really does. It lasts a shit ton of time. It's 1100 milliamps, which is super awesome. Most of the other pens I've ever used are only about an 800 milliamp. 1100 definitely does the job. I was hitting this thing, oh my god, I want to say almost like 20 minutes, every 20 minutes pretty much, more or less. Sometimes less, every 15 minutes, sometimes every 10 minutes, all weekend long during the day. If I wasn't hitting it, friends were hitting it. We just freaking hit this thing constantly, again and again and again. And it didn't fail. I got probably a full day and a bit of use before I even had to charge it. And it didn't even say it was a low battery, but I can taste that difference, that the temperature just wasn't getting up there. So I knew, you know what, let's just use it up real quick, kill off that battery, and then charge it. It did take a couple hours to charge, but you know what, well worth the wait, because then the hits were super smooth once again. And even with a lower battery, even though we're not getting that perfect temperature, it's still smooth hits. You just got to go low and slow. If you want to take big fat quick rips, I wouldn't recommend this pen, because you're going to just splash so much of that vaporized oil all over your tank. It's going to go everywhere. It's going to get nasty, and you're going to taste the difference. Trust me, you're really going to taste the difference. But if you go low and slow, this pen is definitely awesome. Another option that I really like is the fact that it just takes your standard plug on this thing, kind of like what your phone would take, a micro USB port, which is super cool. So if you lose the cord, hopefully you don't, you can get another one. They charge really quickly, and it's just so convenient, so easy. But below that, you actually have a little silicone container actually for your concentrates. So the pen contains everything. No matter where you go, you've got what you need. I do like the fact that it's got, that container on there. It's all self-contained. You just open it up, throw in a grain-sized dab, you're good to go. However, I really wish that this thing came with some kind of a detachable dab tool. I think that would be super helpful, especially when you're, since you can carry your concentrates in the bottom of the pen, and you can take flawless hits on this thing. I wish there was something off the side, like a little port that just kind of opened it up, and just a small little dab tool. It doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be fancy. It's just a little something that would come out, grab your dab, throw it in. Sometimes just pick a little bit if you need to. That would be super helpful, but unfortunately this doesn't have it. So that is a downfall that I have to note. That I wish it had one, and I think other people would probably wish it as well, because if you're going to throw in the concentrates chamber, so it's all portable, everything you need is here, throw in some sort of dab tool. But you know what? Aside from that, it's still pretty awesome. Moving back up the pen, the button, the power button. I'm not in love with this power button, to be honest. I find it a little flimsy, and even when I bought it, the guy at the store said, you know what, I just want to check to make sure that your button's good, because sometimes we get a bad one. It does happen. It's nothing against the company. Sometimes shit happens, right? But he tried it out. It was good, which was nice. But I do find it's just a little flimsy. It's not as solid as some of the other pens I've ever used. So that is a slight downfall, because with me personally, I will fidget the shit out of something until it falls off. And with this pen, because it does have some looseness on the battery, I'm not in love with it, and I don't find it's raised up enough. I wish it came up just a little bit more prominent, so you can find it in the dark. Because when we were camping, not a whole lot of light at night, passing this thing around, everybody's like, "Hey, where's that button?" You can kind of feel it. It does have a slight raisedness to it, but I wish a little bit more would be nice. And of course, when you push that power button down, I wish it would actually light up instead of just seeing the light come through the crack from around the button. Right? So that, again, slight downfall. But it doesn't affect the performance by any means. It still rips super awesome. My pen is... it's been around the block in just a few short days. It's got some scratches, some nicks on it already. I've got the multicolor. It looks like a rainbow. I'm not sure the exact name of this color. Let's see if I can find it on the website. I don't know. We'll see. I can't find it. But I do like this one. I paid $68 for it. You can get them for $64 if you just go for a flat color like black, silver, red, or blue, or orange. I wanted to treat myself, so I paid that extra $4 just to get the multicolor rainbow thing going on. I think it looks cool. It's a little flashy. It's pretty concealable. Fits in your hand if you're walking. It's not huge. It's not clunky. It's very easy to use. But again, if that power button was just a little bit bigger, I think it would go a long ways. But one nice thing about this is that when I got it, I noticed it actually had an extra quartz dual coil. So just in case you end up frying the first one, which could happen from excessive use, or if you're just constantly holding it down so that battery kicks off. I think it would after a while, or when you're cleaning it out. You have to be very careful when you're cleaning it out, because you've got the dual coil. Even just one coil, you can fuck it up pretty badly. The dual coil, you're double the risk to mess that sucker up. So if you're cleaning it out, definitely give that a good soak and just lightly tap it, like damp, what's the word? Like basically just little, like blotting, basically. Just very light to pull off any residue. Don't stick a brush in there. I really don't recommend sticking a brush in there. It only took me about, with the 15-minute soak dwell time and the agitation, maybe 20 minutes tops to clean this sucker out. I was pretty impressed. It takes me longer for my, my dry herb pens. So, I'm impressed. And it does look like it's compatible. The tank comes off in multiple stages. Very easy to clean. It's got tons of air circulation, tons of chambers for this thing, so you get optimum airflow. I would guess this thing is probably maybe like a entry level to mid level, maybe for use. I don't know exactly, but it's a step up for me. It works way better than the last one I was using. I was using an Atmos Bullet Plus Pro with a concentrates chamber. Now that one, of course, because I am relatively new to this, I think I'm the reason why I killed off those chambers. I'll take that. With this one, I did do some more reading, and exactly, I learned, I studied up a bit exactly what is the best way, what is the best, most optimal way to use this pen. Low and slow. Don't take fat, crazy, big rips. Just do low and slow. Low, slow pull, you'll get the best taste possible, and you can still get huge plumes. You really can. Because the battery I think it runs for about 10 seconds before it'll kick off. So, you've got a good dwell time on that, which is awesome. It comes in a variety of colors. The charging port, when you plug in there, it's solid. Like some other pens that I've seen, they're a little wiggly, a little loose. This one is definitely solid. All in all, I think I've only got the the 3 negatives, which is I wish it had a dab tool that connected in somehow, just popped out somehow. That would be kind of cool. The power button, I wish had a slightly more raised edge to it so you can feel a little bit better. And then I wish that when you push that down, there was the light that actually came on a little bit better than just the inner light. But all in all, you know what? Damn fine pen. If you don't have one, check them out. You can get them pretty much everywhere, worldwide. Great value. You definitely get your money's worth. Like I said, you can get them in a variety of colors. Mine is the rainbow. It looks like unicorn poop, in my opinion. I love it. It looks so cool. It's got some good weight to it, which is good, because when you feel that weight, it's solid. There's a lot of parts in here that put this thing together, right? It's not just a pile of plastic, not just a bunch of shitty ceramic. Solid parts. I know it's made in China. It's a Chinese company. But you know what? Everybody says, you don't want to buy from Chinese companies. You know what? I'm a complete opposite. Because really, it doesn't matter where you buy your product. If they know what they're doing, you're going to get a product. And Yocan definitely knows what the hell they're doing. They've got a huge variety of products. I'm not going to get into the other stuff because I've never tried them. But I've tried the Evolve Plus. I'm thoroughly happy with it. I think I put it through the ringer this weekend. When I got it last Thursday, used it a few times. Friday, Saturday, pretty much all damn day, I was hitting this thing hard. And you know what? Those rips were just flawlessly beautiful. Ran it through last night, and I'm still running off the same charge from Saturday. So, you know what? The battery does last a long time. And if you know what you're doing, if you just slow it down a bit and just take those low and slow rips, you get that taste, which is really what you want. And you can still get those big plumes. And you can still get mega lifted. So, you know what? Out of a 10, I'm going to give this probably an 8.5. Honestly, an 8.5. If that button was just a little bit more raised, I'd probably give it a 9. And if it had a dab tool, it does come with one in the box, but it doesn't attach that I know of. I mean, if it did, that'd be pretty cool. But you know what? All in all, 8.5, baby. Let's take a rip and end this. Hope you've enjoyed it. Alright guys, this is the Nightly Toker. Catch the next episode of the Puffcast next Thursday. Peace.